So out of nowhere, Conor McGregor floors somebody in an Ibiza nightclub. Is anybody surprised? In all honesty, no. So that's your answer. No one is surprised. That's not the question, no. I think what is in the question of many people's minds is, when is this guy going to fight? And on top of that, I think many people are just honestly sick and tired of his off the cage antics. So for whatever reason that happened, which by the way, the visual ads of this particular video is going to explain to you the details of the particular matter. The main common theme that we're seeing right now is that this is not anybody's surprise when Conor gets into these situations. Now, what is it that forced him to do this while he was in a nightclub in Ibiza? Well, you know what? It's the same thing when you ask yourself, what forced him to go and punch that DJ in Italy, right? DJ Facchinetti. You remember that guy? That's literally how you pronounce his name. I'm not even kidding. Like, if you don't believe me, take a look. Okay, so that's literally how to pronounce his name. So one thing you got to understand about Conor, right? This isn't the first time and it won't be the last. So why does he get himself into these situations? Well, for one, if we could get off Conor for just a second, obviously he's the main focal point of this whole entire thing, but I think there's a bigger lesson to be learned in terms of overall understanding and visualizing what it is that you're going to go through, what each person is going to go through when you are out in a nightclub, and nothing really good comes out of it. Really nothing. Let's think about this, right? Going out to the club is nothing more than an ego boost for everybody to say, hey, look at me. It's basically for people that just want constant validation. Now, for somebody who's a double champion, for somebody who's as decorated, as rich as Conor, why does he need this particular validation? Well, that's for him to answer, that's for you to guess, and that's for me to analyze. You understand? That's for you to guess, that's for him to know, and that's for me to analyze. If I even said it like that in the first time around. But on any regard, people are just now interested in seeing if whether he's going to fight or not. But then in reality, nobody really wants to see him fight. Let's be honest, right? Now, the Michael Chandler fight, will it be fun? Sure. But it's really predicated on how the UFC is going to go about it and basically promote it. If they promote it in a way where it is successful, where it is enticing, then of course it's a Conor McGregor card and people are going to come out to it. However, the reality of his particular life right now, the only thing that's really interesting and dramatic for a lot of people is his off the cage antics. Punching somebody at the bar, an old man. You remember that. He punched that old man in the bar. Okay? And when he did that, then he went and threw the dolly in the bus in 2018, which, by the way, you can probably almost excuse it because of the fact that it just made him a lot of money. Obviously, I'm kidding, but that is neither here or there. The reality is it's a terrorist act in motion, okay? I mean, you're throwing a dolly into a bus with glass shattering, okay? Basically having all of that shatter come into people's eyes, messing people's up. You've seen Mike Chiesa. He had a situation going on like that. He got a settlement. Next thing you know, he shows up in the analyst desk of ESPN and he's rocking out a $30,000 Rolex watch, and you can only imagine where that came from, obviously the settlement. But on any regard, that's just what's going on with Conor in the meantime, right? Just constant settlements.